Welcome to this week's edition of Jaguar News. I'm Christian Guzman.
And I'm Merce Mijares. I had the opportunity to learn and share with you how the gardening club is helping our environment and find out more about the new garden at South. Mr. Walden, advisor of the gardening club, tells us why his gardens are improving our campus.
It creates awareness here at South for the student body just to see that there's something that we can do here with the land that we have.
He explains why local grown produce is healthier.
You're not getting as many pesticides with local growers, not as hormones, all that other kind of stuff. And then on top of it, it doesn't have to be shipped to us. So if you're talking about something that's grown in the Midwest and then shipped out to Arizona, you're using fuel, you're using resources to get that here, whereas you could grow it here and it just has to be shipped down the street.
He also tells us how population growth is affecting our environment.
The environment can't keep up with us, is the problem. So the earth is only designed to sustain so much. And the more and more people there are, the more and more resources we use, and the more and more pollution we create and impact we have on the environment. And eventually the environment will either collapse, or we have to figure something out and learn how to live along with the earth to help it help us.
He leaves us with a little advice on how to improve our ways of living.
Plant some seeds, start growing stuff.
If you want to help out, visit Mr. and Mrs. Walden. For Jaguar News, I'm Merce Mijares. It's inspiring that students are learning such valuable lessons with something as simple as a garden.
Yeah, I didn't even know we had one garden, let alone three, but it's really cool. We have a new garden on campus. The Recycling and Sustainability Club students partnered with our community skills students to create a third garden on our campus.
Juniors and seniors, the SHINE Project is a nonprofit organization that helps ease your financial burden for college. They provide varying amounts of scholarships based on your needs, work, and school performance. Applications are due May 1st and must be mailed.
Find out how South is saving so much money and energy with Florence Kivalu.
Here at South Mountain, we can be really proud of where we are. South Mountain High School has the lowest cost per square footage of any facility. When we talk about energy savings, we talk about saving energy on lights, the heating and cooling bill. Those are the primary things that we run into. We also have energy that's spent on microwaves, refrigerators, coffee pots, and things of that nature. So when we look at our electric bill, we break it up into three parts basically: appliances, heating and cooling, and lighting.
Not everybody understands that the little light on a monitor uses electricity. Let me give you an example. There's 25,000 monitors in the district. Each one of those little lights, when you turn off the computer, there's a little orange light left on. That little light costs 1 cent for 24 hours if it's left on. If everybody would turn that off just on Fridays, we would have 2 days of it not being on. That's about $500 a weekend that the district could save.
Saving money on our electric bill allows us to focus more money in the classroom, into programs, into projects, into education that directly impacts our students. The more money that we can save, the more money we can put directly impacting the students, not in a supportive role, but a direct role. And that's always what we're trying to do. By directing more money specifically at the students, we're able to hopefully educate the student to a higher level and truly get as much out of the student as possible.
So just being aware of all the little things that, like doors being shut when the air conditioning's on. If a student notices that the door's open and the air conditioning's on, help us out, close the door, because it runs better when the door's closed. Being aware, I think, is the biggest thing that a student can do in learning about little things like that.
I would tell you that South Mountain is doing a phenomenal job as far as energy savings. We talk about what it is that we've been really good at. What we can continue to do well at is making sure that our computers are turned off every night before we go home as students. We want to make sure that our refrigerators, if we're staff, are unplugged over the holidays and cleaned out. And you walk by the microwave and you see it's plugged in and it's over a long weekend, unplug the microwave before you come back. Even though the microwave sits there and isn't being used, it costs energy just to sit there and be plugged in.
Just thank you to South Mountain High and anyone else listening for all that you do to save electricity. I know it's not easy. It takes an effort to remember to do things on a daily basis, and that's the key, doing it consistently, doing it on a daily basis, every weekend, every Friday, turning things off, unplugging if you can, and remembering that we're trying to save electricity, water, and gas for the benefit of everyone.
So turning on lights and electronics will make a great big difference on saving energy. Reporting for Jaguar News and PBS Student Reporting Labs, I'm Florence Kivalu.
I'm glad we could help our school energy bill by just unplugging stuff.
Yeah, and it's really simple to save $1 and, putting it back into our education. Short stacks for a tall cause. You are invited to an Applebee's Flapjack fundraiser to support South Mountain High School on February 13th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Tickets are only $7.
After the break, we bring you more information on how LED lights are impacting our campus.
And innovation labs at ASU Cronkite and its impact on the future.
Welcome back.
More than 100 LED lights have been installed on our campus. See how these innovations are saving our planet. Amanda Salame has more details on this story.
By the library, gym, and auditorium, these exterior LED lights are the new innovations brought on campus. Frank Bach is our campus facility supervisor, and he explains how these new LED lights are changing the way we use energy.
What they're doing is they're saving us about 80% on our electric bill as far as running and getting light. They also provide us a higher quality light, a brighter white light, so we're able to use even less energy to get more lighting. They save us time because we don't have to change them out as frequently. We also find that they're more reliable.
Not only are they saving us energy, but compared to a light bulb, an LED light lasts 10 times longer.
These light bulbs, or the LEDs that we use, it's actually not a light bulb, but it's a diode. These diodes have a lifespan of 20-25 years, whereas a light bulb could be 5.
Such a drastic change from a light bulb. We take a look at the different types of LED lights installed in our campus.
So when you look at this light pole right here, you can tell that it's the same pole that we've had here in the past, but you see a brand new head up on the top. That's an LED light fixture. If you look up on top, you'll notice that there's no light bulb in it. It's just actually a light emitting diode. So this light fixture that you see right here, they didn't actually change out the fixture. What they did is they used an entirely different bulb interior of it, which is a bulb consisting of a heat sink, a driver, and a variety of light emitting diodes that power the light inside this fixture here. We look at this one. This is another variety of light fixtures. These are called cans, and these also got uprated on the campus.
Mr. Bach explains some of the positive outcomes from this new change.
I think that it's important to see that South Mountain High School and the Phoenix Union High School District have made great strides at replacing LEDs. We've done all the exterior lighting throughout the Phoenix Union High School District at a cost to the district of over $2 million. What that's going to do is the energy savings over a 2 or 3 year period in itself will just pay for all the new light fixtures, which in turn provides better quality lighting for all of our students district-wide. Safety, health, it's just a really good thing. Everything about them is good, and it's just going to get better and brighter.
These lights are sure to brighten up our future. For Jaguar News, I'm Amanda Salame.
It's amazing how something so little can make a big impact on our campus.
Yeah, and it will create a big impact on my Instagram with, the fabulous lighting on it. Thank you, Mr. Bach.
When you think about going to college, you think about how students are creating the next big thing. At Cronkite, Innovation Labs is in the process of doing that. Reporter Justin Crenshaw has more details.
The New Media Innovation and Entrepreneurship Lab is a research and development lab that we created about 8 years ago to do research and product development on innovative digital tools for the news industry. About 5 years ago, we brought in the innovation part into the lab, where we have students who want to start their own digital media businesses that come into the lab and work on those businesses and try to get those launched. We help the community in a lot of different ways. One, we can work with small news outfits and individual journalists who might have an interest in creating innovative digital news products. We provide a way for our students to get experience in creating mobile applications, virtual reality applications, and so on and so forth. We also do several times a year on Fridays, we have an open house called Digital Solutions Day, where people who have questions about digital products or who might want to start their own businesses can come and talk to me, talk to our developers, and get a better sense of how they can go about doing what they want to do. This lab is a professional development lab, so students take it for credit. Typically, because they're in the lab 2 full days a week. They come in, 8:30 in the morning, and they're here until 4:30 or 5. So typically, students who are juniors and seniors take this lab because, one, they've taken all their prerequisites. 2, they have time in their schedule as they become upperclassmen to devote 2 days a week working here, so they don't leave and go to class and come back. This is the lab that they're in 2 days a week. Pay attention to what's happening with technology. The best student for this program is someone who enjoys technology. They're not afraid of of it. I'm not saying that you have to be a coder from the time you were 3 years old, but we're really looking at people who like to read up on what's happening or pay attention to the new products that are coming up. So when I say virtual reality or HoloLens, they're not looking at me like, oh, I've never heard of that. These are students who are interested in the future, and they want to make sure that they can deliver news no matter what device it is. And they're just not afraid to learn new things.
These ASU students are creating technology for a better future. For Jaguar News and PBS Student Reporting Labs, I am Justin Crenshaw.
It is actually really exciting to see college students creating technology so close to their campus. They should hook it up with new technology.
I wonder if any alumni are working on those labs.
Congratulations to all the Student of the Month winners: Dani Ortega, Ed Pineda, Virgin Mijares, Victoria Valdez Velasquez, Patricia Rodelo, Josue Martinez, and Jaden Joyner.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Stay after the credits for highlights of the Elma K. Jr. Peace Walk.
See you next show, and make sure to stay connected with us at Jaguar Broadcast. Goodbye.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring.
When we let freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village, and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day with all God's children, black men and white, Jews, Gentiles, Protestants, and Catholics. We will be able to join the hands and sing in the old words of old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last.
March 7th, 1965 marks an important day in our fight for our civil rights movement. 3,500 marchers left Selma, walking 54 miles and slept in fields on the way there. Oftentimes we question, why did Dr. King fight so hard for unity amongst everyone? How was he able to keep such a calm composure but execute justice? This is because he believed in a peaceful protest. Dr. Martin Luther King believed that the way to educate another human being isn't through violence or acting hostile, but in a showcase to a man's character.